fall steelheading down here, it's a big deal. People are flying here from all over the world to spend their money to experience this place and the fish that live here. And when the runs are that bad that they have to pull the plug on it, it's affecting a lot of people in a really bad way.
We're just up on the Deschutes trout fishing because the steelhead angling's closed.
You know, the trout fishing out here is incredible and super fun to throw the 5-weight around, but you're kind of just thinking about the steelhead the entire time. So they closed it beginning of September due to the low number of fish swimming over the dam. You know, every 4 or 5 years there'll be a good year, and then the next few years will be bad. And usually it trends in cycles, but we've been on this downward trend for so long now that it definitely doesn't feel like a cycle anymore. This is just one tributary of many that get summer steelhead in the Columbia Basin. And the problem's not just here, it's the whole Columbia system. Pretty soon no one's gonna be able to be out here at all. Something's gotta change.
All we know is they're not making it back, and then when they do get back, they just keep running into these walls that we built in the river, all the dams.
It's just so hard with the drought and the ocean conditions. You just don't know exactly what the culprit is here. And I do interact with these fish a lot. We come in contact with them on a daily basis. You know, we make a living off of this fishery and how special the fish are. We want to see them come back. So yeah, we all feel responsible down here to make the right calls and hopefully rehabilitate this river into what it once was. Right now we're experiencing the lower Deschutes being closed, but there's still a gillnet fishery out in the Columbia. So it's like, we can't have a catch and release fishery here, but yet everything that swims into a net out there is dead. There's guys that have been doing it for 35 years, longer than I've been alive, that depend on this, and it's, you know, it's their livelihood.
There's a lot of towns in this area that depend on fishing for their economy.
When we're the first to go as sport anglers that do the most for conservation and rehabilitating the fish, it's pretty confusing and frustrating at times.
It just feels like they're taking the people that are doing the least damage off the river. It's like putting a little Band-Aid on a big gaping wound. Generally, people that are swinging flies for steelhead, they just want to catch a big, beautiful wild fish. The least amount of impact on it as possible.
Single barbless catch and release fisheries, if it comes down to it, that should be implemented on all these rivers, you know? The Deschutes River Alliance is a great agency that's trying to get cooler, cleaner water down here in the lower river, and they're doing a lot of good work to rehabilitate not only steelhead and trout and all that, but the water quality in the river itself. There's dams in the Snake River that they're talking about removing, and that would be a huge step in the right direction for salmonoids and summer steelhead. These fish are so resilient, and they're gonna do everything they can to survive, obviously, so if we can just give them a bit of a chance, they're gonna come back. We all need to figure out a common ground here to get more fish back into the river.